Hi, this is a love poem based on the traffic of cars. It's called Crossing the Light. All these nights, all these traffic lights, and love, that busy street. And poets would stand in white coats and talk amongst themselves about the Doppler effect, how love takes longer to arrive than to depart. A car approaching in the oncoming lane. What happens when source and observer are drawing closer together? And poets would see love in the parking of a car, love in the rearview mirror, love in the slowing of tires between yellow lines. Stay with me. In this parking lot, the driver would say, all my life, I have held this space for someone like you. Meanwhile, back at the curb, we were waiting. I wanted to stand here and watch the city run out of things to say and the cars out of gas till everything was stopped. And you would be the first thing to move. But nights like these, you can look both ways and still not see it coming. Nights like these, you want to walk away from headlights. Meanwhile, back at the curb, we were crossing. Shoes lifting over pavement, steady as rain. Red Rover, let. That someone would be waiting on the other side, not waiting to cross, not waiting for signs, waiting only for you this time. Something in your stride asks, this one, this time, is this it? And a voice that comes from the street, from the cracks in the sidewalk, from the curb you stand on and all the curves you've ever stood on and waited at. A voice that says yes. This one. This time. This is the place. Thank you. Anyway, I'd like to end with an excerpt from a poem of mine called Notes for a Poem on Being Asian American. So I'm in a taxi, and the Iranian cab driver, looking in the rearview mirror, notices my Asian eyes, those almond shapes reflected in the glass, and says, can you really tell the difference between a Chinese and a Japanese? And I look at his third world face, his photo ID pinned to the dashboard like a medal. And I think of the eggs we try to separate, the miles from home he is, and the minutes from home I am. And I want to say, I think it's more important to find a similarity between people than the differences. But instead, I simply look into the mirror, into his beautiful third world eyes, and say, Mr. Cab Driver, I can barely tell the difference between you and me. Thank you very much.